these are all of our starter seeds for our flowers. These will end up going around in assorted places on the property. We planted those all yesterday on Groundhog Day, as is a tradition with early starting of flowers and plants. So hopefully they'll do quite well. In here is where things have been going on real interesting. We haven't done an aquaponics update in a while, and figured that we should let people know what's been going on. We have, of course, planted all of our spring seeds, and the system's going well here. We got the little tomato. What we did end up with is I ended up with the water, almost overnight went cloudy in the tank, and then we got a very sudden nitrite spike. It turns out that the roots on the tomatoes under here had captured so much fish solids, they had created a zone where no oxygen could flow in and out, and those nasty little bacteria that formed in there were turning my nitrates back into nitrites, and we actually spiked out at a 5 parts per million. I did an emergency water change, changed out all the water in the system, finally got all the goldfish down into the sump. I don't know if you can see the little guys down there. So all of the goldfish are now in the sump, and all that's left up here in the top tank are the tilapia and the little local varieties. The main reason for getting this done is I want to feed the tilapia one food, I want to feed the goldfish a different food, so had to get that done. But got the water changed out, everything seems to be okay. So far, doesn't look like we've suffered any casualties other than a couple of the little guppies, the local fish. And a couple of our snails, of course, didn't make it. So, system's doing quite well. Draining the tank, I had some erosion damage here I've got to fill back in. But all in all, it's doing good. These are the ones that are going into the aquaponics system. The bean and some cucumbers and some more broccoli. They'll be going into this grow bed here when I get it filled up. So, until next time. Nothing new to report with the Dutch bucket. I've been putting some cuttings in here and letting them grow. The freeze killed the last batch. We should be past that by now. And I've set up a couple of buckets to grow me some duckweed to give the tilapia. On the hydroponic side of things, we transplanted all of our lettuces from the starter tray today into our pipes. Got these parsleys. We had cut them off, and I had tossed the rock wool into the tray over there, and they kept growing. So we put them back in the system so they'll continue to grow. Finally, there's a little broccoli down there. Finally. These things have taken their sweet time to produce anything, and they're finally starting to do it. So hopefully we'll have some broccoli out of this within the next week or two. And this is the breeder tank. It's starting to clear up. So we didn't have to do anything to kick off the nitrogen cycle. We just didn't wash the gravel. And that loaded the system with ammonia, and we're just waiting for the nitrogen cycle to complete. Then we'll do a water change. It's coming right along. We've got still ammonia and nitrates in the system, and just trace amounts of nitrates. So the filters are doing their job and converting it.